Hello everyone. For the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'll be explaining the progress that we've made in with the projects that we are currently that we plan to undertake to move our on-premise system onto the cloud. So this presentation is going to cover is a little bit of an executive summary that I made to give a simple explanation of the solution that we want to adopt, and the current situation on the ground that the solution seeks to help address. And then also I'm going to explain what the solution is, the cloud computing solution is, what cloud computing is, and then also some advantages and disadvantages of it, and then also some economic implications, and cover the requirements and SWOT analysis. So with the executive summary, so first of all, what is the current situation that we have? So the current situation that we are experiencing has to do with the difficulty of our current IT system to be able to meet certain demands, and then also the cost aspect of it is also very high. Currently, the current IT system covers about 40% of our IT budget when it comes to maintenance. And then also this has led to, we've seen that there's a direct correlation between some of these difficulties that we're having in this IT system, and then also the level of sales that we have, since sometimes it's difficult to meet certain demand to compute resource wise. And then also we've seen that it has led to delay in the report development, which we have all been experiencing for some time now. So what is the solution proposal that we have here? The solution proposal is that we want to invest in cloud subscription and professional service. And with the cloud subscription, the solution that we want to invest in specifically is the Microsoft Azure solution. So what is the advantage that this cloud service is going to bring to us? Definitely is going to solve the problem of difficulty in meeting certain IT resource demand at certain high demand times, and then also remove the problem of paying for maintenance costs for idle IT resources. And then also, by the current calculations that we've done, we are going to save close to $2 million in the next 5 years when it comes to the cost of ownership in with owning the cloud, with moving into the cloud. And as you can see here, this is expressed in the graph that we were able to produce from the calculation, that the blue line represents the on-premise system, which obviously shows a very high total cost of ownership of close to $15 million in the next 5 years. And the cloud and the cloud solution, the cloud solution that we have is going to help us to save a little over 13. The total cost of ownership of it is going to be a little bit over $13 million, which comes down to a total cost of ownership saving of close to $2 million in the next 5 years, which is quite impressive considering the level of expenses, how we have expended on this cloud solution, what the expenses that we have done on this current on-premise system that we have. So what is the cloud? So the cloud, in its sense, can be likened to you using your phone and subscribing to a certain service provider, telecommunication service provider, and when you subscribe to them, you do not own the hardware resources that enables you to be able to use the telecommunication systems, to be able to make calls, or to be able to chat, but rather you'll be able to make calls and use the telecommunication resources, and you pay how much you've used at the end of the month. So that is exactly how the system of cloud computing is and how the model works. So you pay how much you have used, but you don't pay for the capital infrastructure that comes with building up the cloud systems, build up the cloud. So we will not be investing in data centers, we will not be investing in any hardware that relates to building up an IT system, but rather we'll be using IT system that we'll be paying on subscription basis. So that's basically what cloud computing is. So it brings to us a lot of advantages, and some of them it ranges from easy implementation to flexibility for growth. And flexibility in this sense has to do with the cloud, our IT demand, our ability to be able to meet our IT demand as we grow. And then also for us to be able to move IT resources to certain departments that needs it at certain periods of high demand times. So for instance, if the sales department needs higher compute power at a certain point in time and certain another department does not need it, we can shift it to some of these departments to be able to meet up with the IT demand there. And the disadvantage has to do with data privacy issues, and then also difficulty in having difficulty in controlling the systems, the IT, not having control over our IT systems as we are going to outsource it to another body. So the technical advantage is myriad, ranging from automation and auto scaling to improved testing. So when it comes to the economic implication, as I've always already explained, the total cost of ownership of owning this cloud computing is going to help us to save close to $2 million in the next 5 years. That is one of the economic impacts it's going to have on us. It's going to shift our IT expense from capital to operational. And operational in this sense is that we're going to only be paying for how much we've used, metered service. So you're going to have to do it on subscription basis. And it's going to reduce our IT spending, and it's going to have higher return on investment going forward into the future. So what are some of the requirements that this cloud system is going to seek to satisfy? It ranges from cost reduction to which is of high importance to us, and be able to scale our system to be able to meet up with demands, and then also higher flexibility, which I've already explained, and faster report developments and reporting, visibility, reliability, and also security. These are some of the things that we seek to that the system are going to the requirement the system needs to satisfy. So some analysis that we've done in relation to strengths, weaknesses, threats, and opportunities for us to be able to take advantage of this cloud system. So current strength that we have is that our current IT staff, about 80% of them are partially skilled in cloud systems. We doubled as a little bit as a threat. So we need to be able to resource them development wise and training wise to be able to use the current cloud environments. And then also data transfer bottlenecks are definitely going to be more of a strength and then also a little bit of a threat, since moving data within regions is going to help us with the movement of data easily, but that also is going to cost more. And then also some of the weaknesses that we've identified has to do with data privacy issues, and then also adherence to compliance regulations, which is something that we need to work on. Some of the opportunities have to do with having unlimited storage capacity, ability to have scalable systems, and then also but we don't have the capacity to be able to meet up some of these things currently. And then some of the strengths and opportunities that offers opportunity has to do with we can divest our current IT system to be able to reduce total cost of ownership, and then also ship our license to be able to into the cloud model arrangement to be able to reduce the total cost of ownership. So in conclusion, cloud computing is pregnant with a lot of advantage to bring us good business value, but we need to position ourselves to be able to take advantage of it. And some of the advantage that it brings to us ranges from cost reduction, flexibility, dynamic resource allocation, and metered service. Thank you for your attention, and we're looking forward to your questions and then also your approval for us to be able to start the project. Thank you.